ago. I defeated the alien queen with the Predator. But now still, I'm wondering if that alien was dead. A team of scientists was doing research in Alaska. And they found something.
Doctor, we've detected a strong signal.
Immediately send a team there. Stop. We're right on top of it.
Things from another planet, that these could be interdimensional, extra-dimensional, all of a sudden we don't really hear about UFOs and aliens anymore coming from Congress. Things became a little hush-hush. These still could be portals, and this is how they come through here. Through these portals, places that hold a lot of energy. This area could be another part of a ley line. And they are using these high energy areas to open up these portals to come through. CERN could still be active here. Another organization could be active here, opening up these portals and allowing these entities through. So when it comes to whatever this is, and we hear that this is a glitch because there's a lot of ships in this area and many ships would have sunk around this area, this explains why there is no interaction between the ships and whatever this was. That for the most part, this is undetectable outside of certain satellites. The USS Omaha recording a UFO in 2019, a prime example of unidentified threats to U.S. maritime security, reports, according to Fox News, the USS Omaha back in 2019 had detected and recorded a UFO, or a UAP, an unidentified anomalous phenomenon that ended up disappearing into the ocean without any trace of its existence. This recorded video was later verified by the Pentagon, the defense headquarters of the United States, according to Gallaudet. It is an example of the grave threats to United States maritime security and the constant ignorance of the nation about the surrounding ocean. In the report published by the oceanographer and retired Admiral Gallaudet in March this year, he explained that the Department of Defense of the country is not sharing explicit facts about these UAPs, containing weird and potentially dangerous characteristics. Admiral Gallaudet also stressed the importance of studying these kinds of objects at the earliest, as it is scientifically valid to research such kinds of objects with unexplainable characteristics, like the one recorded by the USS Omaha in 2019. The 2019 incident still has not been debunked or explained by the Department of Defense, Pentagon, or NASA in any manner, even after investigative journalist Jeremy Corbell had released the video back in 2021. Now, we still do have to tread very lightly when it comes to any UFO and alien talk coming from the news and media, because this is the same news and media that's owned by a 3-letter organization. So with that being said, I also found some very interesting information about this specific island here. And if you remember from my last video, I stated that whatever this massive thing was came from the location of this island. So I looked up this island on Google Earth and I found that this island oddly had no name, which is uncharacteristic of the other islands in this location. But there were some of you in the comment section of that video that stated they knew the name of that island, and that island is called Bouvet Island. While this island is not a part of the Kingdom of Norway, it is still under Norwegian sovereignty. Norway was also one of the 12 European countries founding CERN in 1954. Norwegian accelerator physicists have played a key role in the development of accelerators for particle physics. So we're going to go ahead and talk about aliens again, because you can always count on Hollywood for its predictive programming and tying everything together. You can see that in movies like Leave the World Behind, where almost everything that was seen in Leave the World Behind is playing out in real time today. Now, in the real world, this island is uninhabited, or supposedly uninhabited. But in the movie Alien vs. Predator, the island was the site of Razorback Point whaling station until its inhabitants had their lives ended in a conflict between the xenomorphs and a tribe of predators. But here's what I find interesting. They are stating that in the movie, the Norwegian whaling settlement was unknowingly built above a pyramid located deep underneath the ice, which is also interesting because this island, Bouvet Island, is its own little Bermuda Triangle of sorts, because it is between Antarctica, South America, and Africa. Now, get this part coming from the movie. In 2004, a Wayland Industries satellite detected a heat bloom coming from the pyramid beneath Bouvet Island, or Razorback Point. An expedition was immediately sent to the island, arriving on October 10th aboard the icebreaker Piper Maru, and the team set up their base camp in the whaling station. Isn't that just weird? That this satellite in this movie captured this heat coming from this location, and yet present day in the real world, the satellites captured the same thing. What we are thinking is 80+ foot waves coming from this location captured by the satellites could be some kind of energy, some kind of energy field being captured by, once again, the satellites. What a bizarre coincidence indeed. Where do you think Hollywood gets half of these scripts? Like I said, they get it from the government. Then when this plays out in the real world, we all say to ourselves, hey, this is exactly what happened in that movie. This is what happened in Aliens. This is what happened in Alien vs. Predator. Well, of course, because they already know that something resides there. Now, I'm not saying that it's the xenomorphs or the predators that are really in this location, but I do believe it's Hollywood telling us that they have knowledge that something does indeed reside in this location. Now, not only was this island featured in Aliens vs. Predator, but there are also some books written about this island as well, including a book by John Levy called Evidence of the Old World. So does this mean we are getting some hints and clues that there are some kind of interdimensional, extra-dimensional, or some other type of entity residing in this location, or some type of portal crossing entities over? Like I said, Norway was one of the founding European countries of CERN. Are they doing these experimentations there, opening up these portals? Because we know they are trying to open up dimensions and trying to find other dimensions. And is this location a hotbed to do so? And as they do so, these portals are opening and these entities are just flooding through. CERN states that they already found a fourth dimensional particle, a higher dimensional particle, which they dub a spirit or a ghost. So who knows what experiments take place on these islands, such as Bouvet Island. Who knows what's actually under this island? It's also very odd that CERN, they were active the month of February. They were firing up one of their other particle accelerators. And what appears that exact same month in this exact same location? Well, this giant blob, this giant dark portal, whatever this is.
Right there, did you hear it? Someone's like, I don't know. And allegedly, this is footage from the mall. Not 100% sure, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. But if you listen closely, it sounds like a woman is screaming that she saw aliens. Look, this comment even says, the girl yells, I saw aliens. Oh man, we gotta get to the bottom of this.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of record.
My God, what the hell happened here?
Storm's been hitting us hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. Nobody trusts anybody now.
U.S. number 31, calling McMurdo.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It'll fight if it has to.
We better start closing all the outside doors.
If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. And then it's one. We're not getting out of here alive.
U.S. number 31, calling McMurdo, urgent.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's pissed off.
Jesus, how long you figure this has been in the ice?
Get a hold of somebody. Get a hold of anybody.
I'll kill you! I doubt if anybody's talked to anybody on this entire continent.
Diamond ring! Diamond ring! Diamond ring!
If it had a mind, you could reason with it. If it had a body, you could shoot it. If it had a heart, you could kill it. Now, man is no longer the supreme being on this planet.
The organism is growing at a geometric rate. By all accounts, it's at least 1,000 times its original mass.
Nobody believes me about what happened tonight.
What did happen?
You were there, you saw.
Plasmic life form that hunts its prey. Predator.
I want that organism alive.
I think you ticked it off.
The Blob. Terror has no shape.